Right away, in a remote corner of London, is the singular lodge of the celebrated Dr. Bird. Just what he's a doctor of, no one is really sure. Some folks say he is a wizard who talks to the dead, a necromancer. Others claim he is a shakedown trickster, while others claim he is Elvis Presley returned. No one is really sure. Once a foolish individual, an 80-year-old newspaper boy claimed Dr. Bird was actually a raven who has taken on the shape of a man. But since no one has ever seen this newsboy, no one really cares what he thinks. Tonight, Dr. Bird resides in his aviary of nocturnal delights, wonder cabinets filled with lost worlds and forgotten ways. He is the janitor of Atlantis, the concierge of Shangri-La. Lost in total sound of his music collection, Dr. Bird dances like old St. Vitus himself. So beautiful. But wait, what is this? The music has stopped. Is something wrong? Maybe the gramophones are sick. Oh, this can't be right. Dr. Bird consults the gramophone maintenance manual as written by Julius Goodgood in 1897 and determines a course of action. His first stop for sonic repairs will be at Sailor Town. Sailor Town, the shanty corner of the city, the sailor's refuge, the leper's last chance. The Raven's destination is a notorious watering hole, slaughtering hole, last chance saloon, the Sailor's Minge. The Sailor's Minge is always full to capacity, never empty. Drooling sailors, cutthroats, thieves, prostitutes, strippers, flim-flam men, and worst of all, minicab drivers and other casualties of the night. An unlucky dip of bad dreams, broken hearts, the perfect venue for the devil to be at play. So cruel, oh so very cruel. Look over there at the bar. Golgotha Mary catches her husband, little Jake, trying to liberate the rights takings from the register. And they go at each other with bottles, hooks, knives, guns, but always with love. And wait, what's that? Look over there in the corner. Is that Fast Johnny? Is he still drinking to forget his mail order he bride from the Philippines? Wrong one. Only the lonely, huh? But I want to call your attention to one serrated sea dog in particular. Old Chippy, baptized and sodomized at sea. Old Chippy holds court with Henri Chapeau, a French sailor just in town. But hold on a minute, that's no French sailor. Oh no, that's old Nick himself. That's right, the devil. What do you think that old devil is up to? Business as usual, no doubt. Oh my. Looks like he's trying to put the drop on the old sailor's soul. That old devil can try, but I think Dr. Bird will have something to say about that, because Dr. Bird needs Chippy. He needs that old sailor. It's very important to him to get those gramophones working. The Raven, being a creature far more important than some has-been devil, intervenes and buys the sailor's soul for one night. He produces the coin of heaven, the philosopher's coin. The currency of faith and the promise of love from the Creator to his children. The devil, knowing a good deal when he sees one, accepts the coin as payment for the old sailor's soul. For just one night, mind you. Bonsoir, mon ami, says the Raven to the devil, and he takes the old sailor away. The devil has forgotten, though, that the Raven is in fact a wily old trickster, and instead of a coin of much wealth, he has left the cap for a soft drink bottle. No deposit, no return. How does that feel, Mr. Devil? Having cheated the devil, the Raven takes the old sailor to find the next component for his gramophones. To Love Town, a hoochie-coochie paradise, love for sale in every kind of vice. Runaways, predators, soapbox preachers, and all the night creatures are washing the burlesque neon dreams of the carnal carnival. They find themselves at the Hotel Lazar. It is the ballroom dance night where all the girls have eyes to love and every man a king. There among the throngs of the dance hall Lazar, you might see Boot Hill Jill, who knows a trick with banana oil and various produce that is talked about in Medina. Maybe Mr. Sister is more your style. Real nice lady. For a man, that is. At the Lazar Ballroom, it is the dance macabre. Waltz of the Wasted in the Lazar's house band tonight. On accordion is Clorinda the Mermaid. Now Chippy the old sailor entered the Sailor's Minch 13 years ago and never came out. So Clorinda is the first woman he has seen in 13 years. And of course, being a sailor and a romantic, he falls completely in love with her. And strangely enough, she feels the same way about him. The mermaid and the sailor share some drinks, talk some talk, and as the evening advances, the sailor is bold enough to show Clorinda his tattoo. His tattoo is that of the imperious and unforgiving sun god. It was a present from his father when he was a child in a shaky Manila boathouse. Well, it is a small world, because as a child, Clorinda was also given a tattoo as a present by her mother on a shaky Manila boathouse. Her tattoo is of the mysterious and benevolent moon goddess, La Luna. Well, immediately the scales fall away from their eyes. They realize that they are in fact related, siblings, brother and sister separated at a very early age, now so happy and joyous to be reunited again. They decide to get married. This seems to please Dr. Bird to no end. Maybe he's an old romantic. Or maybe it is very important that this union should occur between the mermaid and the sailor. Very important to Dr. Bird's gramophones. But if you are drowning in a sea of love, you might just meet a shark. And in this case, the shark is the mermaid's benefactor, old Daddy Scratch himself. That's right, the devil again. He demands that the sailor pays up for his time spent with Clorinda. She is after all a commodity, his property. The devil is a reasonable man. He just wants what is his. Collect and respect. Well, that old flesh baron can demand whatever he wants, but the sailor is not having any of it. And after a night's consumption of shoe polish and TCP, the old sailor lets rip with a backwind to match the turmoil of the seven seas and kills the devil, stink dead. Now free of Pandemonium's pimp, the mermaid and the sailor can elope with each other. Dr. Bird suggests that they dot I's and cross T's at the nearby Church of St. Jude's. Looks like it's a wedding, folks. Leaving the Lazar Ballroom, the three take to the skies and head for the Chapel of Love. The old priest lights the candles of devotion to illuminate the way for souls in flight. Perhaps when the kindly old priest has finished his parish duties, he will marry the sailor and the mermaid. Wait a minute. That's no kindly old priest. It's the devil again. It seems that the devil and the kindly priest had some previous business, something concerning church funds and altar boys. Oh well. But being a selfless individual, the devil has taken up the father's duties for one night after having dispatched the old priest. Forget about any betrothals or marriages between mermaids and sailors, children, because you, my dear children, belong to me, the devil, and there will be no marriage. There will never be a marriage because tonight the devil collects what is his. For all his powers and years, though, there is one thing that the devil cannot stand, and that is the heart in love. And let me tell you, there is no heart purer than a mermaid's. Clorinda the mermaid exposes her heart to the devil, and he must face its uncompromising glare. Emotions such as these are anathema to the devil. He has never known love since he was expelled from heaven. Now look, an amazing transformation. Where once was a dirty, miserable devil is the most beautiful creature in all creation. The devil is restored to his former glory as Lucifer. Once more he is the first angel, a creature of pure love, and he gives his blessing to the sailor and mermaid, and he returns home, up there to the stars. But without a member of clergy at hand, the task falls to Dr. Bird, the raven, to marry the sailor and mermaid. Promises are made and gifts exchanged. Do you take this mermaid to be your mermaid? And do you take the sailor to be your sailor? The raven completes the ceremony, wishes them all the luck in the world, and then bites their heads off. He continues to bite their heads off some more, just for good measure. The raven collects the heads of the sailor and the mermaid and exits the chapel, but stopping just long enough to leave a donation. The raven is back home, listening to his newly restored gramophones. The gramophones seem to be in fine repair with their new components, playing beautiful music as they should do. Now and for all time, the mermaid and the sailor can sing their song of love to the night and to the stars. Their sad and beautiful story can be heard eternally. Thank you, Dr. Raven. Thank you so much. You're such a pretty bird. A pretty bird. What are you, Dr. Raven? That's right.